Hello and welcome to the second installment of the SAP Predictive Analytics video series. For today's demonstration, I'm going to create a churn model. I'm going to use historical data about customers that have left me in order to build a model to predict customers likely to leave me. So I will start first of all with a classification model. The first thing I need to do is select a data source. And as you can see, I can select a flat file, a database table, or I can even use a data set I've created using Data Manager. Once chosen, I can then continue with the guided approach and analyze my data. As you can see, it automatically identifies storage and value types for each of my variables. At any stage, I can change or overwrite these settings, but they look good to me, so I'll move to the modeling screen. On the next screen, it allows me to pick my target variable. As you can see, using the guided approach, it has already identified a potential target variable, churned. This is in fact the variable I'm looking for, so I can continue to the next screen. Again, I have advanced options if I want to override some of the changes, but everything again looks good, so we'll move on to generate the model. So there are a number of classification algorithms behind the scene, and what the guided approach is doing is comparing all of them to see which the best one is for me. Once completed, it will return a number of pieces of information to me about my model, the number of variables selected, the number of records used, but also it tells me about the predictive power, predictive confidence of my model. Now that I have my model, there's a number of things I can do next. First thing I can do is display the model. I can look at the model overview. I can look at the contributions of the variables within the model. And I can also look at various statistical reports about my model. I may next want to just run my model. So I can go in, I can apply a new data set, and I can apply that model. I can also save or export that model as source code or into my database. So we've just had a look at the classification model. There are a number of other model types available within automated analytics. We're just going to take a look at one or two others. First one we're going to look at is time series. We can also use time series models to build forecasts and trend charts. We have other models such as clustering, association rules, social, and recommendation, to name but a few. So for each of these model types, we followed a guided and wizard-like approach, so even a user without a PhD in maths can create their own predictive models quickly and easily.